8 commercially available radioactive products have been historically marketed to the public. 8. Radium Chocolate. While chocolate is widely appreciated for its rich flavor and comforting qualities, a German company, B& Brown, sought to enhance its appeal in the 1930s. Believing conventional chocolate lacked sufficient potency, they developed Radium Chocolate, marketed as an invigorating substance surpassing caffeine. This product, envisioned as a chocolate bar capable of glowing faintly within the digestive system, was promoted for its purported rejuvenating effects, attributed to the miraculous power of radium water. The underlying rationale was disturbingly simplistic. Radium equates to energy. Humans require energy. Therefore, consuming radium is beneficial. Packaging often featured images of robust athletes to reinforce these claims. Consumers ingesting this product would introduce radioactive elements directly into their digestive systems, rather than simply gaining weight. The company's promise of eternal youth was, in a morbid sense, theoretically accurate. Premature death due to radiation poisoning would indeed preserve one's youthful appearance within a lead-lined coffin. Although production ceased before widespread fatalities, Radium Chocolate serves as a stark illustration of historical human naivety, demonstrating a willingness to consume virtually anything appealingly packaged and palatable.
7. Radioactive Toothpaste. For those seeking a literally radiant smile, capable of illuminating a book in the dark, the Doraamat toothpaste, popular during World War II, offered a unique solution. While contemporary consumers expressed concern over fluoride or bleaching agents, Germans of that era eagerly brushed their teeth with thorium, a potent radioactive substance, twice daily. The product's reverse packaging carried a claim that, by today's standards, resembles a science fiction horror script. Nuclear radiation will enhance the defenses of teeth and gums. Cells will be energized, bacteria inhibited, and teeth will sparkle brightly. This seemingly compelling assertion was based on the premise that radiation would eradicate oral bacteria. While radiation is indeed bactericidal, its indiscriminate nature was overlooked. It destroys all cells without distinction between harmful bacteria and healthy gum tissue. Prolonged use of Doraamat toothpaste not only whitened teeth, but also led to tooth loss, jaw necrosis, and an increased risk of oral cancers. Ironically, users might have possessed a uniquely luminous smile in their final moments.
6. Radioactive Water Pitchers. For those dedicated to hydration and detoxification, the 1920s offered a peculiar innovation. During this era, conventional tap water was often perceived as dead water, stripped of beneficial minerals and natural radioactivity. To remedy this, the Revigator was introduced, a ceramic pitcher lined with raw uranium ore, the same element used in atomic bombs. The instructions were straightforward. Fill the pitcher with water overnight to allow it to absorb energy, and then consume the heavily irradiated water in the morning. The marketing slogan advised drinking when bubbles appeared, indicating the release of radon gas, a potent lung carcinogen. Hundreds of thousands of these expensive pitchers were sold, often placed in homes as personal health stations. They were advertised to cure ailments such as rheumatism, arthritis, and even aging. In essence, the Revigator functioned as a reverse water filter, converting potable water into nuclear waste, which consumers willingly paid to ingest daily. This practice effectively transformed the human body into a mobile nuclear reactor, producing tumors instead of electricity.
5.
Radioactive sexual potency devices. The 1930s saw the emergence of even more audacious radioactive products. William J. Bailey, a Harvard dropout self-proclaimed doctor, introduced the Radiodoctrinator. This small, credit card-sized, gold-plated device contained radium-impregnated paper and was designed for direct application to the male genital area. Bailey asserted that it would revitalize dormant endocrine glands, enhance male vitality, and cure impotence. Instructions advised gentlemen to wear the device nightly, secured beneath the scrotum like a luxurious athletic supporter. Priced at a substantial $150, a considerable sum at the time, Bailey promised that ionizing radiation would stimulate cells and restore youthful vigor. While radiation does indeed profoundly affect reproductive cells, its impact is not one of revitalization. Instead of producing supersperm, it effectively destroyed them and induced severe genetic mutations. Ironically, William Bailey himself, the inventor, died of bladder cancer after years of enthusiastically wearing his own product to attest to its efficacy. In 2017, scientists exhuming his remains discovered that his bones still emitted significant radiation, serving as a lasting and grim testament to the folly of blind belief.
4. Radioactive cosmetics. Parisian women in the 1930s, celebrated for their elegant beauty and flawless complexions, unknowingly embraced a dangerous beauty secret: topical application of thorium chloride. The Radia cosmetic line, developed by French pharmacist Alexis Moussaly, who even fabricated a physician named Alfred Curie to lend credibility, dominated the beauty market with promises of a literally radiant complexion. Their product range included face creams, powders, and lipsticks, all featuring a secret radioactive formula. Advertisements claimed that radioactive energy would stimulate blood circulation, firm the skin, and instantly eliminate wrinkles and acne. Technically, their claims held a grim truth. If skin cells died from radiation exposure, they would indeed cease to show wrinkles, instead undergoing necrosis and sloughing off in patches. The brand achieved immense popularity, with customers queuing to purchase its exorbitantly priced products, which became symbols of wealth and sophistication. Unaware of the slow death sentence they were applying, women routinely exposed themselves to radiation. French authorities later banned these products as the devastating effects of radiation became clear. The phrase "deadly beauty" during this era was not a mere metaphor, but a literal sales proposition.
3. Radioactive holy water, Radithor. Perhaps the most infamous product that ultimately ended this era of radioactive quackery was Radithor. This was not a device or a cream, but a literal energy drink, also produced by William Bailey. Radithor consisted simply of distilled water infused with radium-226 and radium-228. It was marketed as perpetual sunshine and a panacea for everything from fatigue and loss of appetite to impotence. The most well-known victim was Eben Byers, a wealthy, handsome, and prominent American golfer. After sustaining an arm injury, Byers was prescribed Radithor by his physician. He found it so effective that he began consuming it like water, approximately 3 bottles daily. Byers lauded the product extensively, distributing crates to his girlfriend, business partners, and even his racehorses, believing it would improve their speed. Over several years, he ingested more than 1,400 bottles of this poison. By 1930, his teeth began to fall out, not individually, but entire sections of his jaw. His jawbone decayed and crumbled to such an extent that surgeons had to remove nearly all of his lower jaw, rendering him unable to speak or eat normally. His skull developed holes due to bone degradation. When Eben Byers died in 1932, he was interred in a thick lead-lined coffin to prevent radiation leakage into the soil. His horrific death served as a global wake-up call. The Wall Street Journal famously ran the grimly ironic headline, "The radium water worked fine until his jaw came off."
Radioactive underwear. Extending the absurdity of direct genital application, as seen with the radioendocrinator, the market introduced Irium and similar lines of underwear woven with radioactive fibers intended for 24/7 wear. These garments were heralded as a major breakthrough in textiles and medicine. Advertisements claimed that low-level radioactive materials, typically radium or uranium, integrated into the fabric, would continuously emit healing warmth and ionizing energy. The purported aim was to stimulate local blood circulation, maintaining male organs in a perpetually warm, vigorous, and ready-for-action state, even in the coldest winters. Biological reality, however, presented a stark contradiction. Testicles are highly temperature-sensitive organs, requiring temperatures lower than core body temperature for healthy sperm production. While conventional thick fabric insulation is detrimental, irradiating them with nuclear radiation is akin to attempting to boil eggs in a Chernobyl reactor. Far from transforming wearers into bedroom kings, these undergarments functioned as an expensive, highly effective, and irreversible form of sterilization. Users faced risks not only of permanent infertility due to cooked or mutated sperm, but also skin cancer, prostate cancer, and various other severe dermatological conditions in this highly sensitive area. Fortunately, this trend quickly subsided, perhaps due to the unfortunate demise or debilitating illness of its most loyal customers.
Radioactive toys. The undisputed pinnacle of this historical irrationality, earning the Worst Parenting Award, targeted innocent children. In 1950, the A.C. Gilbert Company, a prominent educational toy manufacturer, launched the Gilbert U-238 Atomic Energy Lab. Priced at a substantial $50, equivalent to over $500 today, this wasn't a set of plastic models or simulated LEDs. It contained genuine radioactive materials. The bright red box included 4 actual uranium ore samples, a functional Geiger counter for measuring radiation exposure, a cloud chamber to observe alpha particle trails, and a comprehensive instruction manual. Disturbingly, the manual even suggested a fun game, hiding the uranium samples around the house and using the Geiger counter for a radioactive scavenger hunt with friends. Essentially, children were encouraged to disperse nuclear waste under beds, in kitchen cupboards, and on sofas, inhaling radioactive dust while playing throughout the house. Imagine a 10-year-old eating potato chips, holding a piece of uranium, and then rubbing their eyes. This represented a public health nightmare. Although the radiation levels were purportedly low, direct exposure, inhalation of ore dust, or accidental ingestion posed extreme dangers to a child's developing body. The set remained on shelves for only 1 year before being quietly recalled, but it remains an unsettling symbol of an era so naive that it treated the universe's destructive power as a Christmas gift for youngsters. The critical lesson from these historical examples is straightforward. Any miracle cure promising to make one shine should be approached with extreme caution, lest one experience its literal, detrimental effects.